Welcome. Well, what an incredible day today was. I'm sure we've all got the Friday feeling after that one. I know personally, I really enjoyed that. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ciaran and I am an executive associate here with Dynamite Lifestyle. And today we've got the lovely Emma with us. So Emma, how was today for you?
Oh, Kieran, what a day. I don't know about everybody else. I definitely got the Friday feeling, but I've had that all week with this. It has been incredible. And I think sort of being around these teachings for, well, almost 3 years, I just see the prime and the teaching from Bob as so special. And we are so grateful to have all of you here this week. And today was incredible, like incredible. Every day at 12 o'clock, I've been sitting ready, pen and paper, taking notes, and today was no different. So we're really excited to come and share with you what we have taken away. And if you obviously have any questions or anything, pop them into the chat and we will try and help as much as we can. That's what we're here for. So certainly reach out to us. And yeah, it's just been an incredible week, Kieran. And I know we're so grateful to have you on most days, which has been brilliant. Kieran is the wise one. And we love hearing his insights and we love hearing his takeaways. And today is no different. So, Kieran, I'm going to start with you. What was today all about for you? What did you take away, and what was those snippets where you went, that was awesome?
I know, and it's funny. In the first maybe 2 minutes of today's session, we could have just shut it down there, and I could have come on and spoke 15 minutes about it because it's something that's so important, and it's something that it played a big part in my own experience, and I think it plays a part in every single person's experience. Whether this is your first day even watching this, I think you can relate, and that's when Bob spoke about courage. You need to be courageous.
Yeah.
You need to have the courage to step out because you're going to get resistance at the start. You're going to get resistance from your family. You're going to get resistance from your friends because when you start to think on a new level, you're going to get the new thoughts, ideas, and plans, which would totally make sense to you because you're thinking on that level. But those around you who have looked at you being as you were for so long, they're going to think that you've lost the plot. They're going to think that you're crazy for chasing goals, dreams, income increases, whatever it may be. And the way I always like to think of it is whenever an airplane is taking off, it meets its most resistance. That's when you're thrown back into your seat and it's a little bit shaky and you're going. But once that airplane's above the clouds, it's plain sailing. And I think it's very similar. It's a good analogy for this, that at the start you're met with such resistance from, friends and family. But as Bob said, they always have your best interest at heart, which you have to, respect that and understand that as well. And what Kim always taught was you don't forgive the person for what they're doing. You forgive the person for not knowing any better. So, just having that courage to get after what you want, I think it's very
Yeah.
important.
And I think here, personally, I think obviously coming through this and you're always on that incline. You're always like going to the next level. And that's essentially what this is all about. It's always when you get there, you're going to the next one. Each of those stages are probably always going to be met with a little bit of resistance going, can I really get there? And like you at the start, when he talked about courage, I thought, like, I can resonate so much with it because I think for a long time when I thought about a goal, I was thinking quite small and I was going, can I do that? And, you're afraid to speak it and you're afraid to say it out loud. And then whenever you do, when you write it down and you connect to it and you see it, the courage just gets stronger and stronger. And I think it's something that Bob has carried through his entire life, is that one word of courage. And we can all think about someone that has done something that we think, that took so much courage. But if they done it, it means we can also do it too. So no matter where you are right now, whether you're watching this, live or replay or whatever, take that one word and carry it into the coming days and think about, what can I put this to as in regards my goals, where I'm going, and step out, like step into it, lean into it. I love the way Kim teaches about leaning into the fears and really building the strength on them because they can actually work for us as well. And courage is something that I love when he talked about it at the start, and I think it's a big thing when it comes to these teachings for sure. So I suppose one of the first points that I took away is when he talked about going as far as you can see. When you get there, you will see that you can go further. And again, this ties in so nicely with courage again. And it's really about go as far as you can see. When you get there, you will see how much further you can go. And no matter where you are right now, as in regards your goals, or, you know, whether you're at your goal right now, you can go so much further. And that excites the life out of me, because when he talks about infinite potential and there's no limits, the only limits we instill is the ones that we put on ourselves. And I love that. So think about when you get to that stage, when you get to that goal, you're going to be able to look back and go, I can go so much further. And that's where the peaks of courage comes in. So I love how it all tied in, Ciaran, and it all came back to the first, as you say, the first 2 minutes. We could talk about this 2 minutes for the next 20 minutes. And it's so good. It's such a simple word, but it's such a profound impact, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's understanding of that and realizing that we're all courageous. You know, we all do things out of the norm in different ways. It's just about doing those things repetitively in pursuit of what you want, you know, because we're all courageous in our own ways, whether that be going to the shops or whatever that may be. It's different levels, going after different things. So that was something that I absolutely loved. And then I loved, of course, when Bob breaks out the chalk and the blackboard. We got the stick man up there. It can never get tired of that. That is just pure gold. And today what it really spoke was when Bob spoke about, you know, you've got your wants on a conscious level. You need to get them on a subconscious level to receive them, pretty much. Just that summarizes it pretty quickly. But you know what I mean? You have to get your wants into your subconscious. But what Bob said was you need to expect it. You can want it all you want, but you need to expect it. And I remember the first time I heard that, I didn't understand at all what he meant, but he kept saying it, so I knew there's something in it. And it's you need to expect success. Even Kim says that a lot of the times. Your wants must become your expectations. And I think a lot of people can want success and expect failure, where you're going to get what you expect all day long. So I thought that was a very interesting point to go, okay, I need to expect that I'm going to get X, Y, and Z, not just want it.
And that he did talk about abundance is our birthright. And from the moment we step into this world as a tiny baby, it is our birthright. And you've got to ask yourself, what are you tuned into? And he talked about, if you want poverty, tune into poverty. If you want abundance, you tune into abundance. And it was just like, wow, it really makes you stop and think and go, where's my thoughts going to every second of every day? And the beauty of all of this is that you're able to catch it. And that leads beautifully into where he talked about the 3 certain steps to prosperity. So number 1 is building the image. So if you're sitting right now and this is all totally brand new and you've never had a goal, that's okay. Make this your first step and literally take a new page and build the image of what you want. It doesn't have to be this huge, scary goal, but right now there's something more that you want. So you've got to start with building the image of what you want. Really simple, like so simple, Ciaran, but you're able to go, okay, this is what I want, whether it's 2 things, whether it's 200 things or 2,000 things. Build the image first. Turn it over to spirit. Let go and let God. We love that saying, don't we, Ciaran? When they talked about it, it was like, yeah, you just gotta sometimes, probably 95% of the time, just let go and let God. So when he talked about that, it's like, you don't have to know all the ins and outs right now. And, you know, in my role here, Dynamite Lifestyle, I do talk to a lot of people every day. And, you know, their image is amazing. Like their image is so clear and so fabulous. And then the next part of it is that they're getting so caught up in the how of it all. So it's like, you just gotta let go, hand it over to spirit, just let it go, because the way will be made known. once you do that, okay? And number 3 is expect. You just gotta expect it. And it's when you tune and change the frequency, and he talks about your level of vibration, it's when you actually walk in expectation in every moment of every day that that image is clear, it's done, it's completed. Now you just got to tune into it. And Kim always talked about the radio stations, and I love that, is because, you know, if Ciaran was listening to Today FM and I was in 2FM, but my favorite song was in Ciaran's station, until I change that, I'm not going to tune into it. So what you've got to do is build the image, hand it over, and walk in expectation. Absolutely love that. So simple, Ciaran, but it literally just maps out the road to the goal, you know.
Totally. And I'm smiling so much because that's the next point I have in my notes as well, is what are you in tune with? That's it. The vibration, the feeling, that what are you in tune with? Because that's what Bob spoke a lot about, is if you get a feeling that you should, you know, he said phone home, and they're on the other end of the phone saying, oh, it's a good thing you phoned home, that you picked that up because you were in tune with that. And I like the way you said it, Emma, with, you know, you can be in tune with poverty or in tune with riches. It's the same thing. You can be in tune with fear, or you can be in tune with courage. And the beautiful thing is that we get to change that. You know, we are not just born in tune with X, Y, and Z, and that's it. You know, that's what makes us so incredible, that we can choose what we want to be in tune with. And I just love that. And I love them when it went on to John and what John shared. I think the one quote, again, we could probably speak for 20 minutes about this one quote, and it said that every thought brings a new vibration. So that every thought brings a new vibration. So not only that, every thought can change a vibration. So, you know, as I just said, that we can pick what we're in tune with. How do we do that? With our thoughts. You know, if we're thinking, I can't, well, you're never going to find out how you can. Until you change your I can't till I can, you're not going to change what you're in tune with. It's like train tracks. You know, if you're on the I can't, you're heading that way. You're never going to end up over here. It's not until you change it to I can that you can change the direction that you're heading in.
Love that. He then moved into talking about, do you hate poverty more than you love prosperity? Like, I just smiled, and if anyone had looked through my window when I was watching that, like, yeah, like, do you hate poverty more than you love prosperity? Like, think about that. Yeah. What, as Ciaran says, what are you tuning into? What are you in vibrational harmony with all the time? Simple, but so effective. And me and Ciaran was talking earlier about, like, the effectiveness of all of this. It's a blackboard, it's chalk, it's Bob at his finest, and the power in these 1-2 lines that he is spilling out every second. It's like, you just smile and you know that these teachings will affect people here right now for the rest of their life. And that's one of those lines where no matter where you are now, whether you're thinking in poverty or abundance or prosperity, it's, you got to tweak with where you're at. Think about it, change the thought, and what you're in harmony with will always come back. And when we talk about it, it's our responsibility. And every thought that you entertain, we must put it out. Okay, so what we give out, we will always give back. We were always taught that, especially in these teachings. And really, I suppose, Ciaran, what I want to bring this in for a landing around, you know, really what Bob ended on was talking about examining what you're putting out lately. Mm-hmm. And, you know, again, I smiled and I just thought, this is so simple to do, but it's also really simple and easy not to do. Like, things are the biggest things that we will do. So think about it right now, as you're even sitting watching us, or as you're sitting watching Bob over this last few days. And when you were watching him, you're going, yes, I can do that. And then whenever the screen closed off and everything shut down, what is your thoughts in the 15, 20 minutes after that? Mm-hmm. That's more important, Ciaran. Wouldn't you agree? Whenever you actually tune out and you're left alone with examining your own thoughts, what are those thoughts? What are those feelings? And what are those actions that you're taking towards that? And I think that's a big thing, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And that's actually my last point as well. We're very in tune today, Emma. But no, that's my actual last point, was give the best and you'll get the best. And it doesn't say give the best when you're in front of people, give the best when the camera's rolling. 20 minutes ago, myself and Emma were sitting here going through this as if the exact same as we are now. But that's just one example, that whenever the camera's not on you, what are you doing? Whenever you're on your own, you have to give the best. And that's what Emma and I were actually talking about, that even if you're in the coffee shop, give the best, give a tip, be nice, whatever it is, because if you want the best to come back, always, you need to give the best always. And remember what we learned at the start of the week. Your subconscious mind doesn't take a break. So you should never take a break from giving your best.
Love that, Ciaran. Oh, we could talk for days because we love it all. And me and Ciaran was like, we just gotta stop. We just gotta stop because we could be here to this time tomorrow. But guys, thank you so much to each and every one of you for tuning in this entire week. It has been incredible, and probably these teachings I will watch forever, to be honest, because they have such a profound impact. So really, what my biggest tip for you today is to go and examine what it is you're putting out. And if you need to tweak it, all I ask for you is to take a moment and just go, that's not serving me. It's not in harmony with where I'm going. And it is so simple, and it can have the most profound effect. So please examine your thoughts, feelings, and actions. And just take a simple mental move. That's all it takes. It's just a simple decision to do that. So thank you from myself. Thank you to Ciaran for showing up for us this entire week. You are absolutely incredible. We love hearing your words of wisdom, and enjoy what is left of this week. There's so much more to come. It is very exciting, isn't it, Ciaran?
Oh, totally. It's like Christmas week. I'm loving it. I am actually absolutely loving it. It's been incredible. But yes, as Emma says, thanks very much for taking time to watch. We look forward to reading the comments, seeing your thoughts. As always, we're here. You want to speak to us, let us know. All your replays are in your portal. You can catch up on everything in there. Join us again later today for our sessions. Again, at 4, we're going to hear from Kim. And of course, then we've got our evening session and bedtime sessions as well. So there's a lot still to come, and we look forward to speaking with you for the rest of the week. And we'll see you all again tomorrow, guys. Thanks very much. Have a good one.